Hi. So this is fantastic. I just want to share it with you. It's my personal idea, and that's not only what I believe, but there's an increasing amount of people who believe and see that working so much in our day-to-day lives is just not something that really makes us happy and satisfied, and that maybe the solution is to work less. And how can you operationalize and do that in practice, especially when you work a lot in front of a computer? Well, practically for me, that means that I use a really brilliant open source tool that is called Workrave. So if you search for Workrave, you should find it under workrave.org. And basically, it is a very small timer application. In my case, this is Ubuntu 16.04, which is Linux, and I installed it, but you can also install it under Windows and Mac OS X. And once installed, you will see this small timering indicator. For me, in my case, saying that I have 3 hours and 22 minutes left to do my work in front of a computer. And it took me a while to adapt to this sort of feature in my working life. But what I do now is to basically, before starting my work in front of a computer, think what are the really compulsory, necessary tasks that I really need to do. And then I structure these tasks according to my 4 hours. So for example, I will dedicate 1 hour to this job or this task. I will dedicate another half hour to another task or job. And basically by monitoring this timer, I always know when to switch to another task and when to just simply finish one task and move on. And I always also leave a little bit of time just for free leisure, maybe to research something for privately, or to maybe check my messenger or my emails privately. So maybe 30 minutes, an hour a day, to do these sorts of private things. And I must say it works really well. It's my second day now that I really do that according to that method, that system of starting with your work first and not with leisure first. That's a key. I used to do leisure first, and then I realized I spent much more of these of that 1 hour time slot that I dedicated for private stuff, and ultimately had much less time available for just the things that I had to get done. And funnily, if you pay attention to the timer right now, it seemed to got stuck at 3 hours 21 minutes and 59 seconds, and that is because I don't move my mouse nor do I type anything onto my keyboard. And in the beginning I thought that's a bug, it doesn't really continue to count down. But if you think about it, it's actually a really brilliant feature, because it only tracks the effective time that you spent doing something in front of your computer. Which is great, because sometimes you just maybe spend 30 seconds looking outside your window, and imagine Workrave would track that time too. You would just end up having much less time, because you might go away, you might take a glass of water. So it's not a bug, it's a feature. So that's what I wanted to share on this topic. So basically, how to effectively implement the 4 hours idea for work every day with a practical tool called Workrave. I wish you a lot of success in your own personal working life. If you have any questions, just raise them in the comments, and I'm happy to help.